Alright, suppose this is the head. Hold on, I can't do this holding the camera. Okay, so here's this piece. I just painted black. And see, I painted the edges too. That's supposed to like show like on the head, you know, around the curve, the edges and the curves. Alright, so what I did to get that that look like it's been scratched or like it's metal, see, I used silver. I might have went a little crazy with the paint, but it was kind of fun to do, to give the edges like a scratched or edged look or whatever. See, I just kind of got the edge just to highlight the edge, because without it, without the edges highlighted, it looked kind of, you couldn't quite see everything. See, here's the edge, got a little bit of silver on that. Then like along here, just on the edges. Without it, if you look at it from a distance, you wouldn't be able to see this. You can, but it kind of blends in, you know. So I just did that to kind of pop it out, make it look like metal. Maybe try to make it look like a heavy metal, and make it more noticeable. Because it took a while to do all that, so I want everybody to see it, you know. So that's how I did that. And all I did is took the paint and just sprayed a whole bunch. See, let it build up like that. Then I got my little sponge and just got on my sponge like that. Okay. Now, so all I did is ran over the edges. See, just barely touch it. Can you see it? See how it just kind of gets on the edges? And see, now it's kind of highlighted it, so you can see it. Now the cool thing is when it starts getting dry, then you can start mashing on it pretty hard. When it's wet, if you were to do it, just rub over it. See how it looks like I painted it? It kind of doesn't look all that great. So when it starts to get dry, then you can start going over it, and it doesn't come on. It doesn't go on as thick. See? It kind of looks more, I guess, weathered, you know. Then you can kind of go over a little bit more, just touch over it, and just adds an effect to it. See, then I go into edges. See, it's not paint, it's like a dry painting. Just going over it and just trying to make the edges highlight a little bit. Okay. So once I got all that done, the black and the silver, once I went over the whole thing, then I went over some copper. I didn't spray it over a lot. I kept it from a distance, like about this high, from far away. I guess I'm probably about 12 inches above or so. And just went over. Some spots I got a little bit lower to get it darker. Other spots I held it a little bit higher. Okay, here it is. I'm not sure how this is going to look on the camera. But that's how I did that. Except more of it. A little windy. Alright, so that's how I did the head. I think I covered up everything. I was going to do it in cardboard, but a couple of years ago I made my son a Transformer, Optimus Prime, and I used cardboard. And it came out good, it looked great, but it just was a pain in the ass to work with, I thought. Also, during Halloween, it's kind of moist, like walking through the grass, and it got kind of wilted. Let me turn it over so you can see the inside. Okay, that's the inside of the tip. I double up. I put a dent in it and kind of bend it, so we'll try to keep the shape of the nose. I did that to give a little strength, because if not, this styrofoam it would be getting all bent out of hell. Here's my little support I put here. This is the screen. Yeah, that was kind of expensive too. It was like 15 bucks. I went to Walmart to get it. They have the rack there, and they're all $5 except for one. There's like 8 different ones. One of them was 15. So I grabbed this one, the tube where it said $5. Because, you know, I don't care about the screen. I just want to make a costume. Get the register, and it was $15. That's what the hell. I just kept it. Maybe I could use it for another costume. But anyway, all I did is use the glue gun, went around and glued it, and just mashed it down on it. Just covered up the hole that I put in there. But anyway, so I used the screen for that. The inside, you can see my supports. Got one there, the one down there, and the one on the back. Here's the gear, the inside of that gear in the back. I actually cut a hole through the whole costume, or head, and slid it in, and then just glued it to it. I got that little piece right here in the back, just ran across and glued it to it. See, that's how I got that in there. I wasn't going to just glue it to the outside, but then seeing how the back of it's shaped like this, and then it goes here, I'd had to have cut a V into this. And I tried it, and I put up my little sanding machine, and the second I put it on there, the thing shot out of my hand. I couldn't hold it, so it was real painful. So I just figured it'd be easier just to cut a hole in there and stick it inside, and it worked out okay. I think it's a lot easier too. So that's it for the head. This is my first one I made. It's pretty fun to make. I think it probably took about a week. Overall, you know, at the end of the day at work, I come home and work on it for a few hours at night, and then stop, and then next day do the same thing. Come home, work on it a little bit. So I think added up all together, it's probably about a week or so. And that's it. That's it for the head.